Okay, so we are finally back to finish up SOAP. This is going to be season 4, episodes 20, and I'm also going to try to do 21. I don't know if it's going to be in this video or not. I haven't decided yet. It's very hot, and I don't function well when it's very hot. So I have been doing nothing this past week, unfortunately. No coffee. It's way too hot for hot drinks, so we're having, as our caffeinated beverage, is Dr. Pepper over ice, and we're going to jump into the show. It's too loud.
This is the story of two sisters, Jessica Tate and Mary Campbell. These are the Tates, and these are the Campbells.
Also, because of the heat, my windows are all open, so there's going to be a lot of background noise. I'm not going to bother pausing for everything that goes by like I usually do, because everything is open right now, so I apologize, but unless there's somebody playing copyrighted music, it's probably just going to continue on in the background, and I'm just going to turn the show up a little bit for this episode. We got to get through this.
And this is SOAP.
Still my game. 3 days left, and there's a mad rush now that's trying to push me out of the top 50. I'm fluctuating between number 47 and 45.
Well, I don't know. He's really soft. I feel terrible. Do you think that fellow accepted my apology?
I don't think he heard your apology. He was unconscious.
I never saw a guy go down so fast being hit with a tennis ball.
Well, I don't think the ball did it.
Didn't he kill 2 people with golf in the last episode? I don't think that Bert should be playing sports. Just any sport. He apparently is deadly with a ball.
I think it's when the ball stunned him and he fell and hit his foot on the net.
Well, you know, this guy was really asking for trouble. Now, why was he standing right in front of me?
Because we were playing doubles. That's where you stand in doubles, but I thought you played this game.
Well, I do. It's just that I haven't played in a long time because of my arm. I got tennis arm.
You mean tennis elbow?
No, arm. Used to be tennis elbow, then it spread with the whole right side of the body over there. They call it tennis side. I don't know. Nobody seems to understand that one.
Well, shall we tell him, Jack?
Sure. Tell him what?
What we discussed this morning.
That, right. Pat, remember when we talked about you being lieutenant governor and then running for the Senate?
How could I forget?
Well, you could forget. I forgot.
That, we did a little investigating. Now, it's a standard procedure running a check on somebody in politics, and, well, we've come up with a few minor problems.
Oh, like what?
Your family.
Oh, my family?
Yeah, you've got a mighty colorful group over there at your house, Pat. I love that homo son who's become an old Jewish man.
That could get us the Jewish vote.
And, of course, the son that talks to his doll is pretty cute, too.
And that doll talks back. Did you know that?
We have a couple of problems over there, but it's nothing serious.
Well, every once in a while, we come across a family like that in the Ozarks, maybe. Due to a lot of inbreeding.
And relatives marrying each other can sometimes cause it. I had a 4th cousin once, Rita May. Gorgeous. Just gorgeous. They all said, stay away from Rita May, you'll have children who are idiots. So I stayed away and married my wife, who wasn't related at all. Had 3 children. All idiots.
He's got the mind of an eggplant. Now, Pat, we can't run you for office with that family of yours. The public just won't vote for you.
Well, I mean, do they have to, like, really know about my family?
Well, it's hard to keep stuff from the public because of the damn press. Nothing's private anymore.
Take that congressman's wife who was naked in that magazine.
Now, what's that got to do with anything?
That's an example of invasion of privacy. She was naked.
She posed for them pictures.
No.
His mother and father must have been brother and sister. Now, we do have a solution to the problem. We can't hide your family from the press, but we can do something else. We can disassociate you from them.
Oh, what do you mean?
Dump them. 86 them.
What?
Leave them back.
Leave? My family?
Well, if you want to be senator, now that's the only way.
Leave them?
It's easier said than done. There's some people that refuse to be left behind. I speak from experience. I left everybody in my family behind, and even the book I wrote had no names, but they're still out there, just desperately trying to be a part of my life.
Just move to a new house and don't tell them where it is.
It's a big world out there, Ben. A big world. And it can be all yours. Now, what do you say?
He's already changed his name to Bat. That sucks though, because like I know I'm joking about how easy it is or isn't because I did dissociate from my family, but Bert's family is actually very supportive and understanding and loving, even though they're all like extremely fucked up. They all very clearly care about each other to the point that Jessica's not making Chester leave, even though they are divorced. She's found out he has a child with her sister and he's married to another woman. She's still allowing him in the house. This is a very supportive and loving group of people. So for somebody to be advising Bert to abandon them, that's really sucky. You're not finding a group of people that are like this every day, and you really don't want to abandon them when you do, even though they're a little bit wild. You got a gun.
Now remember, Private, we kill him and we get out. See? Okay. And puerco, right?
Oh, hello. You must be from the Malagueyan Liberation Front. The plans for the revolution are in the top drawer of the bureau. And I have some subway tokens for you here. El didn't want you to have to spend your own money on the revolution. He asked me to give you these subway tokens. Now, when you get to the East Side Airline Terminal, you take the bus marked Kennedy Airport. Now, let's see, the fare is $4 a piece. That's 2 times 4 is 8, right? But you may want to grab a bite to eat, so here's $11. That's it. Good luck. Goodbye.
How the hell can we eat on $3?
I was about to say, imagine an economy where you could feed 2 fellas on $3, but apparently even in the 70s you couldn't.
Shut up, Comrade Sandy. Let's find out Puerco and get the heck out of here.
Idiota, do you see El Puerco here? Don't you think I would have killed him already if he were here?
Still here? Good. Gentlemen, I was wondering if you would do me a little favor. That bureau looks so imposing on that side of the room. I was wondering if you would mind moving it right down. Thank you. You see, it will keep the room balanced.
Oh.
See, House Beautiful says, be sure the room is balanced. Easy. Good. Now, this little dresser here, you see, that can take the place of the bureau against the wall. Those are priceless. You're way against the wall. Good. I'm
They're
so
very
sorry to ask you
accommodating.
to do this, but my husband and I are divorced and Elle is off somewhere.
He's not here?
No, he and his men went to Miami to plan the assassination of, Luis Sandia.
Did you hear that? He's gonna kill you. Not if I kill him first.
No, you weren't listening. Elle is going to kill him. You won't have to kill him at all. If you could just take the lamp, put it on the left side of the dress. Be careful, it's an antique.
Are you the one they call Red?
Yes?
You are the woman who freed El Puerco.
Yes.
I have some news for you. All bad.
Don't tell me. I know what it is. It looks terrible there, right?
No, actually.
Oh, no, you're sweet. But you're right. It looked much better where it was. So, do you mind?
Now, being fair to Jessica, I also thought that these were Wand 1 and Wand 2, or maybe Wand 3 and Wand 4. There's too many wands to keep track of them. But it didn't click immediately that they were actually enemies of the pig and not working with him. So she might be in a little trouble, but she does have their guns away from them already.
It would be better. The lamp.
Antique.
Right. Just right back where that was open.
You better say something. My disc is slipping. Red, do you mind if I call you Red?
See?
I'm afraid that after we are through with this, I will have to take you back to Malagüe. This is Luis Sandia. He's the leader of the communist movement. His orders were to either kill El Puerco, take the red-haired liberator hostage. I'm a mute. Is that it?
Comrades, I am so flattered. Really, I am. But I'm afraid I'm not going to be able to go back with you tonight.
We've got no choice.
Quite frankly, I am really not crazy about your government.
Hey, that's okay.
See, the communists don't believe in God or investment tax credits. Anyway, it's impossible for me to go to Malagüe with you tonight. I have a nail appointment in the morning. So you see, it makes it virtually impossible.
Lady.
Plus which, I do not have the vaguest notion of what to pack. Oh. I mean, is it summer there? Is it winter?
It's balmy, 70 degrees, winds from the north-northeast. Private, clear skies with a 20% chance of rain. Idiota.
I'll tell you what. You go first, and I'll come tomorrow. I'll join you later. Really, I will. And then with my nails done and my wardrobe carefully planned, I'll look so much more attractive. N'est-ce pas?
Lady, you don't come nice. We have to tie you up.
All right. But first I have to call the nail lady, otherwise I get charged.
I think you're stalling.
Look, Sandy, this is really a dumb idea on your part because El Puerco is going to rescue me. He is going to come after me in a second.
That's just what we're counting on.
Because if he goes after her, then they know exactly where he's going to be. He's going to be where she's at, eventually.
I don't believe it, Big. I don't believe it. I know you're upset. We're all upset. You just have to try to keep calm. But they kidnapped her! I know that, Dutch.
Dutch is so weak for a murderer. He wasn't before. This family has destroyed him.
But they took her. They took her. Oh, my God.
Oh, don't let me interrupt you.
Saunders.
Yes.
It is imperative that the phone lines be kept open at all times. We must be ready for any word from Mrs. Tate. If that is anybody but the kidnappers, the CIA, or the FBI, hang up.
Hello? It's your tailor.
I'll take it in the kitchen.
Any more news?
Yes. Bert called from the bus depot and he picked up the kidnapper's note like they said.
Did he read it?
I don't think so. It probably wasn't addressed to him. If it wasn't, he wouldn't read it because that's a federal offense. I knew a guy in jail once who was there because he tampered with the U.S.
Shut up, Dutch!
Here we are.
I came back as soon as I heard the news.
Where were you? We had a duel.
I was in Miami. Look, never mind about that. What's happening with Jessica Sita?
Never mind about that. A man challenges me to a duel and he says, never mind about that.
All right. I will make it up to you. I promise. Yes, we'll have breakfast, and then I'll shoot you. What's the latest news on Mother?
She was kidnapped.
Besides that,
Well, nothing much besides the kidnapping. It's been kind of slow around here.
your Uncle Bert is going to get the kidnappers' instructions for us.
Uncle Bert. Bat.
What's up, Uncle Bert?
Bat. Hi, Uncle Bert. Name's Bat.
Uncle Bat,
Hello?
please. Please be straight with me.
Sure.
They kidnapped her because of me, didn't they?
Of course they did. If it weren't for you, she'd be here now.
I don't
Listen,
start
if it
you.
wasn't for you treating her so lousy, she never would have left you in the first place.
You animal. You slut.
Many people have called Chester a slut now.
I love doing that.
Major? You know that I do have the kidnapper's instructions here. Would you like to know what kind of ride
Sit down,
you
please.
need
Read
anymore?
them. Yes, please. Let us know.
Read it.
Go ahead, Bat. Read it.
Yeah, bat.
Hi there.
Oh, God, it sounds terrible already.
We have taken the red-headed one known as Red. We hold her horses until...
I believe that word was hostage.
Hostage until you send us elsewhere.
I knew they really wanted you. Oh, I knew it.
Illiterate politician.
So you give him and we give back Red to you.
And what if we refuse?
If you refuse, we will kill her.
Oh my God!
Are they going to get in touch with us?
We are going to get in touch with you.
When?
Soon. It's signed the kidnappers.
What are we going to do?
It's obvious. I will return to Malaguay as a human time bomb. Jessica safely aboard the plane and headed home. One will trip the switch. Kaboom!
Excuse me.
I will die contented, knowing that we will take along a few of those communist dogs with us.
Excuse me.
I will trade our life for hers. Good luck. See ya.
You cannot do this thing, El Puerco. Yes, you can.
This is the woman I love, Swan.
This is the woman he loves, Swan. Then what about the loves of a people? What about the loves of your country? Is it not more important to rid the world of this foul curse than to save one person? Which is the greater responsibility, your woman or your country?
So I shouldn't go?
You have to. They'll kill her if you don't go.
I will go. I will lead the counterattack. Who will go with me?
I'll go.
You have homework.
I'll lead the counterattack.
This is my revolution.
It's my mother.
Damn it, I said I'll go. She's the mother of my children. It's only fair.
Of course, we are divorced, and I'm not a well man, really. You can't lead an attack. You have no experience in these sorts of things. And besides, I have to shoot you before I go.
Well, Dutch could go. I'll go. I broke out of prison. I can break into a country. I'll do it.
What's the matter with you people? You cannot counterattack. They will kill Jessica as soon as they finish killing you. It's a job for the government, not for you guys.
Yes, it would seem fairly difficult to attack an entire country with 6 people.
We'll spread out.
No, I think
You think for a minute here? We don't know that Jessica is even in Malaguay. We don't even know if Jessica's alive.
So what do we do in the meantime?
Wait.
Lady, what's the matter?
Nothing. thing.
Yeah, I can see that. There's so much joy in this kitchen, I can't stand it. Here, have a piece of candy.
No,
It's nougats.
no.
It's very good. Goes right through my teeth, leaves some holes, then goes directly to my heart where it sits, like the Rock of Gibraltar. I hope they invent heart transplants soon.
I already have.
You're kidding.
No.
I can get a new heart? Whoa, where do I go for that? Corvettes?
You can't buy one. Someone has to donate.
Oh, I bet there's a hell of a crowd rushing to do that. Here, take my heart. Nah, take mine. Mine's better than that heart. You call that a heart? Totally on that heart.
I'm an organ donor, so when I die, the organs that are not fully damaged would be donated to other people. And I have a friend who passed away very young. He was hit by a car. I believe he was 23 or 24. He was very young, and he was an organ donor. And I actually met the man who got one of his kidneys. I think they did a hero walk for him. I think he saved 7 lives with his donations after his death. It's a very people probably don't think it's a big deal. You know, you think you're dead, your organs probably are also dead, but a lot of times there's a lot of viability left, and it does a lot of good to click that little button that says that you're an organ donor. I've known people, though, that were very scared of that because they were afraid that they would be put on a list to, like, if they were sick, that the hospital would let them die because they were an organ donor. That doesn't happen. But I have had somebody talk to me about that.
You feel better now, right?
My life is a mess.
That's the way it's supposed to be.
Come on.
Then God come up with his great design. You think of his nice, neat, organized? Please. The guy was an abstract expressionist. Life was a mishmash.
Mine is more than that. It's a disaster. My marriage, my family, my life, it's all going to hell.
It's a test. God tests.
No kidding.
Sure. What else is he gonna do all day? Play racquetball? He's got to keep himself busy, so he tests.
Well, how come he's conducting all the tests in this house?
Traffic. It's easy for him to stay put. Anyway, he tested a lot more on my friend Boris. We talk about tests, book.
That's a police helicopter that's circling very close. So I can't hear the show. Just give it a second. As if the crime in LA ever goes down. There was one the other night that had its spotlight that was practically on my window. I don't know where the guy they were looking at was, but it was scary as fuck.
First, the Cossacks ravaged his wife. But since she looked like a herring, it was more of a test for the Cossacks. Then, he had a daughter who had moles on her face the size of rubles. His mother went around all day in a wheelbarrow, and they had a son who had more than a passing interest in shepherds. But Boris knew this was just God's test.
So what did he do?
He fetched, he whined, started going to the track. Don't pay attention to God's tests. My first wife, Franya, used to like to make me crazy. She do little things to annoy me, like spit out her food on my plate. I ignored her. She stopped. So, ignore God's tests. He'll stop.
Ignore. My baby may be an alien. My husband is never here, and my son is an old man.
I had a friend who used to sigh like that.
Boris.
Moshe. He'd come to your house, say a few words, and blow your candles out. If he was having a bad day, he'd leave entire villages in the dark.
Why are we drinking the hot tea with a spoon?
Don't think what you're thinking. It'll get better. And when it does, you ought to be here. So don't think what you're thinking.
You're a smart guy.
I'm 90 and I'm a Jew. It's a hell of a combination.
Oh, Jody, will you ever come back?
Still with the Jody stuff. Lady, I'll tell you what. I'll be your son. You want me to be your son? I'll be your son. Okay? But please, no more with the Jody. Jody is our name for a bunny rabbit. A pussycat.
You're still the same. Jody, Julius, young, old. You still got the same heart.
Give me a peck.
Now, what we're gonna do is a Serpico number on Cam. We'll get a tip.
I love that movie, Serpico.
We'll get a tip there's gonna be a big drug transaction.
I love that dog. But you know you gotta brush dogs like that every day. They get snarls.
So Campbell gets a tip. He comes here, when he walks in, you blast him. And I mean blast him. I want him dead.
Completely dead.
No, partially dead. Of course, completely dead, you moron.
Because Serpico wasn't completely dead. He missed his brain and he's living in Russia.
He's living in Switzerland. And I want Campbell completely dead, not wounded, dead. No mistakes. Bring me his ear.
Will Mary ever accept Jody as an old Jewish man? Will they start going to temple together? Will Bert leave his family for politics? Will he live to leave them? Can Jessica survive as a hostage? Can her kidnappers survive Jessica as a hostage? How long must the family wait to find out? Will they ever see Jessica again? These questions and many others will be answered in the next episode of SOAP.
Well, I can answer one of them right now. No, I will never accept Jody as Julius. Ever. I hate that plot line. He's very sweet, but no.